The race for the White House is a marathon, and the candidates are hitting the campaign trail in some critical western states today.
In a controversial race with another round of votes ahead, every delegate counts. Yasmin Vasugian joins us now live from Washington with what we can expect.
Yeah, Charles, Ursula, Super Tuesday 3, it is behind us. The candidates, they took a little break over the last couple of days, but today they are back on the campaign trail, and they are stumping right towards next Tuesday.
GOP frontrunner Donald Trump is stumping in Utah today, along with Ohio Governor John Kasich. Meanwhile, Texas Senator Ted Cruz will be in winner-take-all Arizona.
Going forward, I'm looking forward to Arizona. I'm looking forward to Utah and Wisconsin and to the states that are coming up.
But Cruz may have a hard time securing the delegates in Arizona. According to a recent Merrill poll, Donald Trump leads Senator Ted Cruz by 12 points, with Governor Kasich lagging in third alongside Marco Rubio, who dropped out of the race shortly after the poll was taken. Trump's popularity in Arizona could be attributed to his high-profile endorsements, former Governor Jan Brewer and tough-on-immigration Sheriff Joe Arpaio.
We have a lot of other people running for president, but I feel that Donald Trump is the one that can get things done.
But Utah is a different story. Cruz won neighboring Idaho and is hoping for a repeat in Utah. Former Governor Mitt Romney, who now calls Utah home, offered his strategy to voters earlier this month, as some in the party moved to stop Donald Trump from securing the nomination.
Given the current delegate selection process, that means that I'd vote for Marco Rubio in Florida, and for John Kasich in Ohio, and for Ted Cruz, or whichever one of the other two contenders has the best chance of beating Mr. Trump in a given state.
Of course, Trump won Florida and Rubio dropped out, while Kasich went on to take Ohio and stay in the race. The three remaining candidates are all lobbying for as many delegates as possible, with many predicting it will all come down to a contested convention.
And Charles and Ursula, former Governor Mitt Romney now saying he is going to vote for Senator Ted Cruz in Utah. John Kasich weighing in to CNN. He says, listen, I think it's a bad idea. Vote for the man who's going to make the best president. Don't vote for the person who you think is going to win that state. You are being ill-advised by the Republican Party. Donald Trump, of course, weighing in on Twitter. He said, quote, failed presidential candidate Mitt Romney, the man who choked and let us all down, is now endorsing Lion Ted Cruz. This is good for me. So as you both can tell, this is heating up more and more, and we still have a couple months to go.
It's so true. Yes, but as yesterday, Hillary Clinton officially swept all 5 states on Tuesday, winning Missouri, which was very close on both sides, but in the Democratic race by a 0.2% margin. But now Bernie Sanders is saying he's not even going to contest that decision. Why is that?
Yeah, so Sanders is basically saying, listen, I don't want to waste my own time, and I don't want to waste the taxpayers' time. He said, and I quote, he wants to save the taxpayers' money. He wants to look forward. He wants to look at what he thinks is Sanders-friendly territory, like New York, like California, like Pennsylvania. He doesn't want to really waste his time looking back. He wants to look forward, getting as many delegates as he can to get himself to that convention and to get himself really the nomination. And important to note, really, the breakdown of the delegates was 36 to 35. So really only a 1 delegate difference. While it gives Hillary Clinton momentum in that she swept all 5 states, it's not really make or break for Bernie Sanders.
That makes total sense. Thank you, Yasmin. Reporting live from Washington.